welcome back to another episode of Sailor Moon. This is going to be episode 6. So far, Usagi's slightly growing up little by little and becoming more and more tougher, I guess, if you want to put it that way, because she's honestly just a whiny little girl, and it drives me insane. Sorry, there's a bunch of shit on my desk, and it's rolling around, and I thought I had it all organized, but regardless, yes, she's kind of a whiny little girl, but it's understandable. She's only like 14, but still. They're just literally giving the stereotypes with her. Like, literally, every 80s and 90s stereotype, even early 2000s, is with her. But it makes sense. It's back in the day. That's how it was. That's how a lot of the girls probably acted back then. I was barely born in the 90s. So I can't really speak. I can only speak for the early 2000s. And yeah, that's kind of how they were. At least here in the States. So, anyway, looking forward to see what is the main plan of the villain. I know they want to gather energy, but what are they really going to do with it? And like I said, if you watch the last videos, you'll know my complaints on the villains. But why are they trying to do what they're doing? Or like a little more explanation at this point. I mean, we're 6 episodes in, but I think there's technically 2 seasons, right? There's season regular, and then there's R or whatever the hell they call it. I don't know. I think that's the other season. I'll have to figure it out after I'm done with the first 46 episodes. If I do get that far, because like I said, this is one of those trial animes where I'm gonna still react and put it online. I just don't know how far I'm gonna get before I'm just done with it, because magical girl anime is not my thing. So let's go ahead and get in this one and see how it goes. Oh, I had to look it up. So I was waiting for her to do her little introduction, which she always does every episode, so I wasn't missing anything. I was like, what is the English dub's name for Usagi? It's Serena. Fucking American pieces of shits. Just gonna say that I'm one of them. Don't worry, I can say that. Terrible replacement name. Usagi. They can deal with it. Even I, as an American, can say that. It wasn't hard. And I suck with names. Trust me. Watch any of my other videos, and I cannot say half the characters' names. Actually, more than half, but still. So they're now gonna use music as a weapon. Bullshit. She's looking good till she transforms into a monster. Bound to happen. All the bats aren't ominous or anything. Oh yeah, yeah. They're gonna try this again with the studio. Put it on the radio. Oh, that's a bit smarter. Okay, I'm gonna give them that one. That's a little bit smarter, but they're still gonna figure it out. Well then, the contorting hand just made her unattractive as hell. She's not the smartest cookie in the bunch. She could have taken the tape at that second too. Poor dude wanted to go confess. Has a nice bunch of roses, and she gone. Isn't that the Skeeto Man or Tuxedo Mask? No, it's not. It's a guy. No, no, no. It's definitely the guy with the flowers that wanted to confess. Bitch has got bats up in her face and hair and shit. She crazy. Run, just run, bro. Don't even look much longer. Just run. Oh, hell no. You should have been out of there after the first three. Well, at least they had CDs back in this time. I mean, whatever happens to the energy that they do gather? Does it just like fade into nothing or what? Like, for example, whenever the weight loss one, the girl still stayed skinny and fragile for a while, and then they had to like eat up. Or does it return and I just didn't notice that? Ain't that just handy with the disguising? Okay, it does change her hair color. Okay. At first I thought it just like changed the length, but I guess it does all of it. She has no idea how to be an adult. It's great. Bro, you ain't running yet. Like, you've already had one bad experience with this. You're just gonna stand there? Who the fuck let a 14-year-old girl in the car? Oh, she's not driving. Okay, good. All right, so if you could put them to sleep in the first place, why didn't you do that to the whenever she first walked in? Like, you could have saved this whole adventure. I get we had to have plot for the episode, but if you could have done it in the first, do it. Do it. Damn, she already there? Like did she? Girl has wings and Sailor Moon just has feet. She hasn't shown anything about flying yet, so I have no idea if she does. She probably does. They get to power or something, but she just like teleported. And then you're gonna cry because you always cry. That didn't work very well. Oh, I guess it did work. Well, she got this villain. Good job. This was almost a foolproof plan from them, but the Batgirl was an idiot. Like I said, if she could have put people to sleep, she should have just put, what's her name, Akiko, whatever her name is, to sleep as soon as she walked in the room. And then proceeded with the plan. Alright, that's the end of that episode there. Man, when do the other sailors get introduced? Because we need a little more dynamic here, because they're starting to do the thing that I really hated in Cowboy Bebop. At least they're having some story plot progress a little bit each time, but there's hardly any. But Cowboy Bebop would be like, alright, story progression for 2 episodes, or an episode, and then 10 episodes without anything, and then an episode or 2, and then jack shit. And it would be the it'd be the same characters, different plot, slight things happening in it, and it would refresh every single episode. They're starting to do with this. It's just a trend I noticed they did back in the 90s with some series. So I'm wondering when the other sailors come in, because I know they exist. I do know they exist, because, well, if you go to any anime convention, you see 1,000 people with different colored skirts and bow ties and hairs and things whenever they're dressed in the same exact attire as Sailor Moon. So, anyway, though, well, that's going to be the end of this video right here. If you're liking the video and you want to continue watching other videos from me, again, this is not my typical genre, but you could definitely check out all the other videos on the channel, and I'll see you guys later.